stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. Take the Pittsburgh. Ricky. He's coming. Get him on. Yes. He's coming. Double up.
First down, Murray. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, that's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Flushed out right. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. To throw is Murray. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Set. 70, Indy. 54. Exit.
On 1st down, Parnell. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's third down. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. On third down, Parnell. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. He's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He'll find Metcalf. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down. Murray, he's going to take off with it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right?
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's Murray. Flush to his right. Now he's going to send this one deep right. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big pickup of 38. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kyler Murray with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. 21-0 our score after 1. Marr now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Got it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw here. Looking deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Murray on third down. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Murray now on first down. Flushed out right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Grant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Murray now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. That one complete. He finds Shark. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Second and 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. DJ Chark. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The extra point up and good, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time run right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dexter Lawrence able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. And here we go on 4th down with Murray. Flush to his right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Murray now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out there? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. DK Metcalf, 81 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10
let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going to air one out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. Able to find Isabella. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
We play to win. Let's go.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 43 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Andy Isabella, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Cowboys 35, Buccaneers 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Evades the tackler, and now some space. The 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The open man is Shark. It's complete. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready. 10 logo.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Incomplete from the contact. It's 3rd down and 10.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, Zoo.
Back to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is a real.
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Andy Isabella, 82 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This is McCaffrey. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
That's right, man. Zoom. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Watch the run, watch the run.
Here's Murray. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Murray from midfield. Forced out to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
A quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Murray now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. They run the counter. Conway, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
There goes a deep ball, end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a run with McCaffrey. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
First down, Murray. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Throwing now is Murray. Escaping the press. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
First down, Buccaneers.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's going to look deep down the field. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
It's away, and it's a high kick here, but not high enough to hit the scoreboard here in Dallas. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything?
That he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now back to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. That takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Here's Bradley Pena now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here comes Grant on the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now Murray completes it to the tight end Kittle. And down inside the 15 he goes. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray, eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But it'll be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and it's 3rd down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the...
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, 4 down.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Flushed out right. And that's complete to McCaffrey. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 13 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated, the front and the back.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Alert, alert. 3 down. Check back.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Murray now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. George Kittle, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is
But
one of our
she's
guys.
singing too.
Oh, she's at least.
She's on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
22 yards there, a 1st down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Able to power through. And he's got this down to the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. To throw, it's Murray. Flush to touchdown, Dallas Cowboys.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add anymore right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They're going to look to throw. He's going to take it. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. George Kittle, 89 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Did you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground? The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 20, 10, and somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. And it's the Redskins scoring again to open up that lead. A win would be their first of the young season. Murray now on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And all the way down to the 5. A big play here for the Cowboys. And even 40 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Murray. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. This one caught by Isabella. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, and the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Back to throw it, Murray. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Here's Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third? And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopside? Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball.